Assalamu alaikum, my dear learners, viewers, and students. How are you? I hope all of you are well, safe, and sound by the grace of Almighty Allah and stay at home and maintains the rules of hygiene. My dear students and learners, I am fine also by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to my class. Welcome to my online class. This is Mamata Sultana, Assistant Professor in English, Jaipur Government Women's College, Jaipurhat. My dear learners, today I am going to conduct a session with the grammatical items modifiers. And you know, it's a new item of grammar in your SSC level and you haven't done it in your SSC level. For this reason, it seems to you that this is a very critical item to understand. But if you want to learn this grammatical item, these modifiers from the core of your heart, I think it will be easy for you to learn it. My dear students, modifiers is a new item of grammar and you have to know the meaning of the grammar first. That is, what is modifier, and you have to understand, you have to know the definition of the modifiers also. First of all, we have to know what is modifiers. Actually, modifier means, what do you know about modifiers? Do you know what's the meaning of modifiers? We simply may say that modifiers means to modify. But do you know the meaning of modify? What's the meaning of modifiers? বাংলায় আমরা যদি বলতে চাই, মডিফায়ারের অর্থ হচ্ছে বিশেষিত করা। এখন আমরা অনেকেই জানি না বিশেষিত করা এই কথাটার অর্থ কি। তো যদি আমরা বলতে চাই বিশেষিত করার কথাটার অর্থ হচ্ছে প্রভাবিত করা, that is influence, the word that influence the another word. In this sense, modifiers is very important in a sentence because it modifies the noun. My dear students, if you follow the definition of the modifiers, you see a modifier is a word, phrase or clause that modifies, that is, gives information about another word in the same sentence. You have to notice that the purpose of modifiers is to give the extra information of a word in a sentence. For example, in the following sentence, the word burger is modified by the word vegetarian. The example is, I am going to Saturn Cafe for a vegetarian burger. My dear students, here burger is noun, and before the noun vegetarian, it modifies the noun. That is, it gives us extra information about that noun burger. That is, what type of burger it is a vegetarian burger. And the modifier works in this way in a sentence. If we say in another way, in a red hat, the adjective red is a modifier describing the noun hat. In they were talking loudly, the adverb loudly is a modifier of the verb talking. A working definition for the word modify is to change or to alter something. A modifier changes, clarifies, qualifies, or limits a particular word in a sentence in order to add emphasis, explanation, or detail. My dear students, I again said a modifier changes, clarifies, qualifies. Three things: changes, clarifies, and qualifies or limits a particular word in a sentence in order to add emphasis, explanation, or detail. অর্থাৎ মডিফায়ারের যে কাজটা, মডিফায়ারের কাজকে মডিফাই করা, অর্থাৎ কোনো কিছুকে চেঞ্জ করা, সামথিং চেঞ্জ। ইট মে চেঞ্জ দ্য মিনিং অফ এ সেন্টেন্স অলসো, অর মে নট চেঞ্জ দ্য মিনিং অফ এ সেন্টেন্স। এ মডিফায়ার চেঞ্জেস, ক্লারিফাইস, দ্যাট ইজ এটা আমাদেরকে পরিষ্কার করে দেয়, একটা সেন্টেন্সের অর্থ স্পষ্ট করে দেয়। কোয়ালিফাইস or limits a particular word in a sentence in order to add emphasis, মানে এর অর্থটাকে জোরদার করার জন্য এবং এক্সট্রা ইনফরমেশন দিয়ে ওই নাউনটাকে আরো জোরদার করার জন্য মডিফাই আমাদের কাজ করে থাকে। Modifiers tend to be descriptive words such as adjective and adverbs. My dear students, if you read this definition of modifier minutely, I think it would be easy for you to understand what modifier is. Then, in grammar, a modifier is an optional element in phrase structure or clause structure. I think all of you should know what is phrase structure and clause structure. For this reason, I need not to say it in this session. A modifier is so called because it is said to modify, change the meaning of another element in the structure on which it is dependent. Typically, the modifier can be removed without affecting the grammar of the sentence. That means, কখনো কখনো আমরা মডিফায়ারকে যদি সেন্টেন্স থেকে বাদ দিয়ে দেই, তাহলেও সেন্টেন্সে গ্রামাটিক্যাল কোনো ক্ষতি হবে না, মানে সেন্টেন্সটা ভুল হবে না। অনেক সময় মডিফায়ার ছাড়াও সেন্টেন্স হলেও হতে পারে। Then, for example, in English sentence, this is a red ball. A adjective red is a modifier, modifying the noun ball. Removal of the modifier that would leave this is a ball. অর্থাৎ আমরা যদি এই সেন্টেন্স থেকে রেড কথাটিকে বাদ দিয়ে দেই, তারপরেও সেন্টেন্সটির স্ট্রাকচারটা ঠিক থাকবে, this is a ball, which is grammatically correct and equivalent in structure to the original sentence. Other terms used with a similar meaning are qualifier. The word qualify may be used in the same way as modify in this context. Attribute and adjunct. These concepts are often distinguished from complements and arguments, which may also be considered dependent on another element but are considered an indispensable part of the structure. For example, in his face become red, the word red might be called a complement or argument of became, rather than a modifier or adjunct, since it cannot be omitted from the sentence. In this sentence, in his face became red, if we leave the word red, then the sentence may lost its structure. For this reason, it is not a modifier in this sentence. My dear learners and viewers and students, we know there are two types of modifiers, such as pre-modifier and post-modifier. Today, I am going to clarify to you about pre-modifier. You know what is pre-modifier? A word, especially an adjective or a noun, that is placed before a noun and describes it or limits its meaning in some way. In a loud noise, the adjective loud is a pre-modifier. In English grammar, a pre-modifier is a modifier that precedes the head of a noun, phrase, or word that determines the meaning of a phrase. Pre-modifiers are most often adjectives, participles, and nouns. When used as an adjective to characterize a person or thing, this person of speech is also referred to as an epithet. Dear students, সহজ কথায় বলতে গেলে নাউনের পূর্বে বসে যে ওয়ার্ডগুলো ওই নাউনকে মডিফাই করে থাকে, ওই নাউন সম্পর্কে এক্সট্রা ইনফরমেশন প্রদান করে থাকে, সেই ওয়ার্ডগুলোকে আমরা বলবো pre-modifier. Now here you see various types and uses of pre-modifiers. There are different types of pre-modifiers such as in number 1 we see predeterminers as pre-modifiers. অর্থাৎ predeterminer কখনো কখনো pre-modifier হিসেবে ব্যবহৃত হতে পারে. My dear students, I think all of you should know what the determiner is. Now, if you follow the examples, all the boys were present in the class. Here, all is a determiner, and here it places before the boys, that is before the noun. And for this reason, it modifies the nouns, and for this reason, it is determiner, and it used as determiner, and it is used as predeterminers, and it is used as pre-modifiers also. In the next sentence, you see both the books are out of print. Both is a determiners, and it is works as predeterminers because it places before the noun and modifies that noun. Then demonstratives as pre-modifiers. We know demonstrative, these, those, that, these are called demonstratives. Those boys and girls are very intelligent. Here, boys and girls is a noun, and boys noun, and before that this noun we places a demonstratives, that is those. Then these mangoes are green. Mangoes is noun, and before these mangoes we use these demonstratives, and it modifies the nouns. For this reason, here it is pre-modifiers. Then present participle as pre-modifiers. Here the example is a darkening sky may bring showers. The skyটা কেমন, তার কোয়ালিফিকেশনটা স্কাইটা কেমন সেটা ডার্কেনিং দিয়ে বোঝাটা অন্ধকারাচ্ছন্ন আকাশ. তার মানে কি, here the darkening modifies the noun sky. For this reason, it is used as pre-modifiers. Then past participles as pre-modifiers. The injured cat is limping. অর্থাৎ অসুস্থ বিড়ালটা খুঁড়িয়ে খুঁড়িয়ে হাঁটছে. বিড়ালটা কেমন, এটা মানে একটা এখানে this is a cat, and here injured gives extra information of the cat, that is injured. বিড়ালটা কেমন, বিড়ালটা হচ্ছে অসুস্থ একটি বিড়াল. For this reason, here and injured, with injured it is used ed. For this reason, it is past participle, and as it is used before a noun, it is used as pre-modifiers. Then the next example, the workman could not attend the guest. একজন চিন্তিত মানুষ কখনো তার গেস্টকে আপ্যায়ন করতে পারে না। Here man is noun, and before that noun we used worried, and you see very well that by using ed it is past participle, and it is past participle, and as it is past participle and as it is used before a noun and modified that noun, for this reason it is pre-modifiers. Then adjective as pre-modifiers. Here the example, a lazy man cannot be the early riser. Lazy used before noun man, and it gives information to us, that is the man is very lazy. For this reason, and it expresses the quality of that person, of a person. For this reason it is adjective, and as it is used before a noun, it is used as pre-modifiers. Then a clever boy like you cannot do such foolish work. Here clever boy, ছেলেটি কেমন, ছেলেটি চালাক, ছেলেটির একটি কোয়ালিটি প্রকাশ পেয়েছে। For this reason clever is adjective, and it is used before a noun, and it is as it's modified that noun, it's work as pre-modifiers. Then you see quantifiers as pre-modifiers. Quantifiers like much, many, several, some, a lot of, few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. can be used as pre-modifiers, such as many people came to meet you. Here many is a quantifier, and it's placed before the noun, and it's modified that noun. For this reason it is used as pre-modifiers. Then 5 people were severely injured in the accident. Here 5 is a quantifier and places before the noun, and it's modified the noun, and it influenced that noun clearly. For this reason here 5 is used as pre-modifiers. Then in number 7 you see possessives as pre-modifiers. Possessives like my, our, your, his, her, their, its, etc. can be used as pre-modifiers, such as your attitude is objectionable, their movement is suspicious. Here attitude is noun, and before that this noun we use the possessive your, and noun movement we use there. And in both the cases the possessives your and their works very importantly, and they modifies that noun. For this reason it is works as pre-modifiers. Then nouns as pre-modifiers. My dear students, you may have a question, that is we say that the word that places before the noun and modify that noun, then it will be pre-modifier. Then how can a noun be a pre-modifier? My dear students, a noun places before another noun, sometimes acting like an adjective, and we can use that noun as pre-modifiers. অর্থাৎ দুটো নাউন যখন পাশাপাশি বসে, তখন প্রথম নাউনটাকে আমরা দ্বিতীয় নাউনের মডিফায়ার হিসেবে ব্যবহার করে থাকি, যেহেতু এটা অনেক সময় অ্যাডজেক্টিভের মতো কাজ করে থাকে। তোমরা উদাহরণগুলো দেখলেই বুঝে যাবে, such as she wanted to buy an air ticket. সে একটা প্লেনের টিকিট কাটতে চেয়েছে। দেখো এখানে এয়ার টিকিট, টিকিট ইজ নাউন, where is also noun, but air ticket, টিকিটটা কিসের? This noun modifies the second noun. For this reason it work as adjective, and for this reason it is works as pre-modifiers. But no passenger flight was departing on that day. Passenger flight. Here the same case. Finally she asked for an online booking advice form. অর্থাৎ যখন দুটা নাউন পাশাপাশি বসবে এবং প্রথম নাউনটা দ্বিতীয় নাউনকে মডিফাই করবে, তখনই আমরা প্রথম নাউনটাকে দ্বিতীয় নাউনের মডিফায়ার হিসেবে বসিয়ে দিব, এবং যেহেতু এটা পূর্বে বসছে দ্বিতীয় নাউনের, এই জন্য এটা প্রি মডিফায়ার হিসেবে কাজ করছে। Then compound adjectives multiple words as pre-modifiers. Generally, compound words constructed with one or more words, and compound words often work as the pre-modifiers of noun. Compound বলতেই আমরা বুঝি যেগুলো দুই বা ততোধিক ওয়ার্ড নিয়ে গঠিত হবে, এবং এই কম্পাউন্ড ওয়ার্ডগুলো অনেক সময় প্রি-মডিফায়ার হিসেবে কাজ করে থাকে নাউনের পূর্বে বসে। যেমন such as hardworking, we can say she is a hardworking person. Old-fashioned, I don't like old-fashioned men. Then out of date, this medicine is out of date now. Brand new, I want a brand new car. First class, I want to get first class in the examination. In these ways, you see, hard-working, there is two words. Old-fashioned, there is two words, but its meaning is one. And for this reason, it is called compound adjectives. And these are pre-modifiers. And these words are sometimes works as pre-modifiers. My dear students, these are all for today. And it's my belief that modifier is a very easy item of grammar, and if you understand the meaning of the modifiers, the definition of the modifiers, then it would be easy for you to learn the grammar. In my next class, I will discuss about post modifier and with a model, and there will be a model question for you. Till then, Allah Hafiz, Assalamu alaikum, stay at home and maintain the hygiene rules. Thank you all.